Greetings, Division Commissioners. Thanks so much for stepping up. Those of you who are new, this video tutorial should get you started. And those of you who are veterans, it will highlight some of the changes we've made from last year. Thanks again for everybody stepping up. Let's begin on our home page. When you get questions from parents, please direct them to the web page. ayso20.org has lots of information, and lots of their questions can be answered that way. For our purposes, I wanted to show you something under Info, Frequently Asked Questions. At the bottom, you have Administrative Access. This is a little bit of a cheat sheet in terms of the two systems that we use. We use InLeague for our player and volunteer data, game scheduling, etc. And we use Google, both Google Drive and Gmail, for a lot of other things. The important part here is remembering how do you sign into these. So for InLeague, you use your personal email address, whatever you use to register your kids. For Gmail and Google, you will use your ayso20.org email address and then the password which was sent to you. Good. All right. So and there's a couple of other tutorials that are a little bit outdated now, but so watch those later if you want. All right. So let's go. Let me show you something in Gmail, which may be helpful to you. I am going to log in here as U10B. Here, of course, you have your Gmail. And by the way, you can set things up. You can set your preferences so that you don't get all these automatic reminders and such. But I wanted to show you something in Google Drive. So I go up here, I go to Drive, and here you have something called Team Calculations 2014. This is a document that we use and we have been using over the past couple of years to predict the number of teams that we are going to have in a particular season. It is based on how many kids are registered at a particular time, and then figuring out how many more are added or subtracted as a final count. So we took 5 years of data, that's all these hidden fields here, and it tells us how many to add to this number to get to how many kids in a particular division. So the red column tells us how many teams we are planning to form for this year based on the number of kids registered. That's the red column. The yellow column I update every couple of days or every day, and it tells us how many are actually registered at that moment, and the last column tells us how many spaces are still available. So for example, U10B, we expect 18.2 teams, which means we're going to create 18 teams, and there are currently 7 slots still available. U7G, 10.3 teams, so that means we're going to create 10 teams. 63 kids currently enrolled, which means there are 7 spots available, etc. This is based on historical data, and we've been pretty darn close every year since we've been using this formula. Okay, so this is the number of teams. All right, let's go to InLeague to look at how where we're at in terms of coach recruitment, etc. So we'll go to InLeague. I'm going to impersonate our U10, one of our U10 commissioners, so that I show you the access that division directors or division commissioners have. Under division directors, you have something now called Report Builder. Under Report Builder, we've created a coach report, coach recruitment report. For B10 and whatever division you're in, it'll say that there, fall 2014, and I click on Run Report. If I look down here, oops, well, okay, what happened to my report? Well, didn't like that. What the heck is wrong? Oh, there. Man, I just slowed down. All right, so retrieving data. And here we have the data. We have 46 entries here. This means 46 people checked the box saying they volunteered to coach or assistant coach in B10. Okay? And what we have here is we have something called lead comments. And Stephen Cooper, our regional coach administrator, has been busy all summer long confirming people who have checked those boxes. And we have standardized the comments here. So 1 means they are confirmed to head coach in a particular division. So 1 colon B10 means they are confirmed to coach in B10. 9, they are confirmed that they are unable to coach. 2 means they are confirmed to be an assistant coach. 8 means they are coaching one of our extra teams. Okay, so those are the lead comments, and the beauty of this is that everything is live. So if Stephen Cooper got a confirmation yesterday and he input it, it would be here. And this is as opposed to using Google Docs, which we've been using in the past, but was always outdated. You can sort it by lead comments. So if I click on there, I am now sorted by lead comments. These are people we haven't heard anything from, by the way. But otherwise, we have all of the head coaches here at the top. Those are the 1s. The 2s are the assistant coaches, etc. Okay? What we need to do as quickly as possible is assign these coaches to particular teams. The sooner we do that, the easier it is for us to create the teams, because we will send this data to our IT person, Doug Tung, who will use the computer to create the teams. By the way, in creating the teams, lots of things are taken into account, not just player ratings, but also volunteers. We try to distribute the volunteers equally, the number of referees, the assistant referees, the team managers, etc. Right? So every team gets roughly the same number of key volunteers. So keep that in mind. We also distribute first-year versus second-year players in those divisions that have 2-year that are 2-year divisions. Okay, what else do we have here? We have last name, we have first name, we have if the coach had made any comments, like I'm requesting so-and-so to be an assistant coach when they registered. This information is there. We will take that into account. It shows the kids they have, and it shows their practice preferences. So as we pair people up, if the request hasn't been made, something to consider in creating pairs of coach and assistant coach would be their practice preferences. I realize that all of these say AM, they should say PM. That's a glitch. We will get that fixed, but consider it PM. Okay, so right now you will see that Guido here has been assigned as the head coach of Team 1. Joe has been assigned as the head coach of Team 2. Mohammed has been assigned as the head coach of Team 4. What I want to show you briefly is how to assign these coaches. So I'm going to assign Dan to Team 5. And I'm also going to assign Amy Levine. Where's Amy? Where's Amy? Where's Amy? Oh, I already did that. Let's see. I'm going to assign Ted Winter. What am I going to do? Well, anyway. Let me figure something out here. Assistant coach with Graf. Okay, so where's Graf? Okay, so we're going to assign Noah Graf to Team 9, and we're going to assign Graham Jones to be the assistant coach of Team 9. Ooh, let's remember all that. Okay, here we go. I forgot what I just said. Noah Graff to Team 9 as the head coach and Graham Jones as the assistant coach. Okay, here we go. Up at the top, under coaches, I want to say coach assignments. Regular season, Division B10, and I already forgot. I think I said Team 9. So let's go to Team 9, and we want to add and remove volunteers. I am going to assign Noah Graff as the head coach. So I type in part of their name, I say search users, I see Noah Graff here, and I'm going to assign him as the head coach of Team 9. So pull down menu, head coach, assign selected volunteer. Now Noah Graff is assigned as the head coach of Team 9. I also needed to assign Graham Jones as the assistant coach of Team 9. So I searched, what did I search? I searched part of his name. I don't know what I typed in. I find him on the list and I say assistant coach, scroll down, assign selected volunteers. So now I have a head coach and an assistant coach for Team 9. Opening these will tell me who has been assigned to coach. Right, this is the one I just did. So the quicker we can get this done, the sooner we can start the team building. Okay, what else you need to know? I'll do a different video on how to assign players, but we're not there yet. I think this is good enough to get you started. Division management, you have access to various reports. Okay, let me stop now before I lose you. Okay, email me, call me if you have any questions. Cheers.